he is going to sue OTK. Bad move, dude. Bad PR move. Oh, why would you do this, dude? Fucking dude. Oops, not songs too. So here it is. Over abuse allegations. Mizkif is suing and Mythic Talent. Alright. Which one's better? I guess. So everybody kind of knows what's going on with the whole Mizkif situation, right? He sexually assaulted a bunch of people. He's a big creep. He went after Emiru hard, and like now he's just suing OTK and Mythic Talent, and he's calling it full demon mode, and I don't know why. That's a very strange thing to do. A very strange thing to do. He wants to watch the world born. So, reportedly, this is what's going on. I did see, if we go to X, we can see that this fucking dumb person, he had the lawyer thing leaked. Watch. Dude, I hate my computer. Alright. Sues. Dude, fucking Hassan is just so irrelevant now. It's just weird. He's just a weird guy, dude. Fuck. It's so weird. Alright. Mizkif. Zeus. Zeus. OTK. Wow. The most slow, dude. There. Alright, so yeah, here it is. So Mizkif is going to lose this lawsuit so hilariously. I will need to supervise my or supersize my popcorn for this one. He has opened himself up to complete reputational destruction while suffering the pain of discovery and legal fees. Been traveling, but will review on my next stream. Dude, I'm so excited. Very excited to. Oof. Ronaldo, this is his last name, has filed a defamation lawsuit against Emiru and Asmongold. For what? Telling the truth? He also filed a lawsuit against OTK Myth Talent and King Gaming Labs. Ronaldo is seeking damages for reputational harm, lost earnings, and emotional distress. Oh my god, dude, I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see his excuse. Wow, let's watch. I've never seen this person's videos before. 312 views. It's been 2 hours, so they could have a lot more content. I'm not quite sure. But let's take a look.
Here we go. You read the title, you read the thumbnail. There has been an update to the Mizkif and Emiru situation. Now, for those who don't know, if somehow you
Okay.
don't know, a quick TLDR of what's been happening is recently Emiru at TwitchCon got assaulted by some random ass guy, and she went live.
See, this is good. This is good because really didn't want to catch up. It is a very long story, but he's going to catch it up very, very fast. So, awesome. Let's keep going.
About it, and she slipped out a little bit, little thing about Mizkif and her, and then a little bit later, like around a week-ish later, she went live and talked about how Mizkif has done multiple bad things to her while they were in a relationship for 2 years. Who's surprised about that? Not a lot of people.
Well, I mean, a lot of people were surprised because they didn't disclose it. I mean, I'm sure there was a couple of people that knew, but they didn't disclose it purely because they were like, we just don't want people to know. And I think that is again a Mizkif power move to be like, all right, anything you say is going to be used against you and stuff like that. Um, there's another one that has a bunch of stuff. So yeah, no, I'm very excited. Very excited. Let's keep going.
Who's surprised about Mizkif being a piece of shit? Not a lot of people. But
No.
anyways, recently,
I'm not surprised at all.
Now, Yeet tweeted out this. Mizkif is reportedly suing Emiru.
Oh,
OTK.
Asmongold is gonna have a fucking field day with this tomorrow.
With this image right here, it says in the United States District Court for the Western District.
So I want everybody to go in and if they can, so Athoma, AITHOMA, and give them a like, give them a share, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just hit him up because so far this video is pretty good. I'm enjoying it. It's only been a minute, but so far.
Texas Austin Division, Matthew Blank and Mizkif Enterprises LLC plaintiffs say Emily something, Zach something, OTK Media Inc., also known as One True King, Mythic Talent Management Inc., and King Gaming Labs Inc. are being sued.
This is insane.
Plaintiff's original complaint. Come now,
See,
Blank and
the best part about this is that people like Asmongold and maybe a couple of other streamers will want to see that. Me for sure, I want to turn this is going to be the best content ever. I hope this goes out and plays out for months and months and months, and then it gets streamed, and then like it just continues, and then he loses everything. This is his legacy. Mizkif's legacy is being weird to women, having a massive ego, being a narcissist, and just being in it for the money and in it for the fucking views, dude. It's like He lied to everybody. He didn't. He was never in it for just like the love of the game. You know, he didn't. I think if he didn't get paid, he wouldn't have been a streamer. Like I don't think he wouldn't even gotten into it. My
And
take.
Mizkif Enterprise LLC, collectively plaintiffs, complaining of and about Emily, Zach, OTK Media, One True King, Mythic Talent Management, and King Gaming Labs. Collectively,
I'm subbing.
defendants, plaintiffs respectfully show the court with blank. Mizkif
I'm subbing. This is a really good video.
is suing all these people. You might be the most retarded fucking streamer I have ever seen, Mizkif.
Yep.
So, the court case is actually fully
I like this guy.
My name's Blurred because I am awesome. Actually, thank you, Ethan. You're so good for Blurred. But I just I don't know any of the legal shit. You can watch anything else. I'm not that fucking smart, okay? But it says here, he's seeking damages for the following ways: reputational harm and loss of business goodwill, loss of earnings, loss of future earning potential, emotional distress, and mental anguish. He's suing
Mental
OTK for
anguish,
defamation
bud.
and contract breach, which is crazy. Look, I don't know all this legal schmeagle shit. I just know that he's not.
Mental
Shit, okay? I just wanted to
anguish.
add this part just so y'all know. Legal Mindset will probably have a video out, if not some other smart person will. I'm just here to report that this guy is suing these people, bruh. Back to the video. There is no way you think you're gonna be 1v9ing free corporations and two
No.
of the largest streamers known to be on this platform.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. It doesn't matter how many lawyers you have. You are not gonna land this case, dude. Especially if it's a defamation. Do you know how hard it is to land a defamation case? Look at fucking Mizkif is literally going to be the new Johnny Depp's ex-wife. Whatever the fuck her name was. Oh, dude, this is gonna be so bad. It's gonna be so bad for him. Ooh, it's gonna be so much fun to watch. Oh, Mizkif. Ooh, Mizkif. Keep going, bud. Keep going. I want to see it. I want to see you fucking just drop, bud. Drop it all. Just tell everybody everything. Tell them how you wanted to off yourself because of them and not because you're just a narcissistical piece of crap.
And you think you're gonna win. Motherfucker, your response to Emmy on your stream?
Situations with poor taste in myself. I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me,
Oh!
I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
How is that
I one time did
Stupidest shit I've seen all fucking year. Gang,
Bro,
you said Emmy
throwing
she
plushies,
assaulted
bro.
me and hit me. She threw plushies and clothes at me.
Mizkif, stop texting my phone. You are blocked, bitch ass nigga. Don't ever come at me like that.
Gang, brother, what the fuck are you doing?
You
are
bitch
not
ass.
doing this. You are not outplaying them with money.
You bitch ass.
OTK, Emiru, Asmon, Mythic, King Gaming Labs?
Oh my
They
god,
have
dude.
a fuck ton of money. Combined, they have more money than you, I'm guessing. If not, damn, you're rich. There's
Ugh.
no way you, on your own, as a person, and quote-unquote your LLC, is suing this many people. And for what? What are you even suing these people for? Like, what? I'm just curious what this man is even suing him for, right? Who's actually gonna win this? Like, I've been joking this video saying, oh, he's not gonna win. He's 1v9ing a fuck ton of other rich people. But
Yeah.
realistically, this case, unless there's proof that I
1v9ing.
we don't know of, which there probably is proof that we don't know of that they can't show legally because of this shit. Unless there's proof, this is literally a trust me, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, there is honestly kind of a 50-50 possibility of Mizkif.
I like that. I really like that. That's a good way to put it. Like, trust me, bro, this happened. Like, no, he's gonna get felted, dude. He's gonna, like, they're gonna take all his chips. They're gonna say, all right, you're gonna pay us 9 individual, like individual people our legal fees. Like, he's about to lose everything, dude. What a lolcow. Oh my god, dude. Oof.
winning. Actually, no, let me take that back. It's more like a 20-80%.
What a bum.
20 being Mizkif, 80% being the rest. Cause come on, bro, he's
Ugh,
one guy. He
what a
is
bum.
literally just a guy with a lawyer. I don't care what kind of proof he has. I don't even know why the fuck he's suing Asmon, OTK, and King Gaming Labs and Mythic. I don't get that one either. I get Emiru, cause let's be honest, the whole shit started because of Emiru, which valid for her talking out. She shouldn't have thrown those plushies at him. Gonna be honest. What the fuck is he gonna say about Asmon, Mythic, OTK, Gaming Labs?
Yeah, like, oh my god, they told, oh my god, Asmon told the truth about what was going on. He gave his opinion. Oh my god, it's defamation? Nah, bruh. Nah, not if that's how it happened.
Oh, Asmon laughed at my apology, at my response. Asmon laughed at me. Asmon has been bullying me. OTK didn't go on my side. Mythic talent. Wait, what the fuck did Mythic do? I'm very curious
Nothing.
to see the documents to this court case if they ever come out. But Mizkif, shut the nah, Mizkif, you're losing, bro. Gang,
Yep.
Gang, you are losing. You're not winning. This is the stupidest move you've
There's nobody on his side.
Shut the fuck up, retire, live your life with your fucking money, and that's it.
That's
Start
it.
at age 80,
Yeah.
peacefully with a fuck ton of money. But no, you have to stay.
Do you think Mizkif in any kind, like, he must have just gotten really drunk and high on cocaine or something like this. This is an alleged perspective by my part. In no way, Mizkif, am I saying that this actually happened. Please don't sue me for defamation. But I think that he probably just went insane and was like, alright, we're gonna do this. Doesn't really matter what happens anymore. My life sucks, and Emmy, please marry me. It's very hard to watch somebody who he had potential. I mean, if he wasn't such an egotistical maniac and a narcissistical piece of shit, then, and was like, all right, well, you can't stream when I'm streaming, and like treated his girlfriends like a piece of crap, was weird with women. If he wasn't all that, like, if he wasn't himself, then he'd be awesome, I guess, probably. He, at least, maybe not awesome, but he would be in a much better spot than he was. So all he needs to do is change everything about himself.
Irrelevant because your ego is just that big. And you have to sue these people for stupid fucking reasons that we don't even fucking know of yet. This is what happens when
Defamation
This is
lawsuit.
what happens when you're a narcissistic ass motherfucker and you decide that your ego can't be hurt, and when it does get hurt, you have to take every measure for it to heal. Anything that can damage this man's career, anything. This is a lot of content creators lie about it. Let me make this clear. Like, there's a lot of content creators that are very nice behind the scenes, right? That you wouldn't expect to be nice.
Yeah.
And then there are content creators like Mizkif who are worse behind the scenes to the point where they're doing shit.
It's because, because there are a lot of content creators who are just out there because they like the game. Like, they just enjoy grinding. They enjoy pumping out content, you know? It's something that I enjoy. It fits with everything that, like, I'm disabled, so I can do. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, my cat was being fucked. Was being weird. All right.
Shit like this. Come the fuck on, Mizkif. What are you doing?
He should have just
What
retired.
is making everyone lose.
Fries in the bag, man. That's what he should have done.
money, and and this court case is literally gonna go.
I hope
nowhere.
everybody's
And
having an amazing night, yo.
For 5 years, we're gonna be sitting here
Mizkif
watching
won't.
this shit happen for 5 to 10 years just for it to end with a known contest. Honestly, the best way I think they can resolve this shit is a Fortnite 1v1 between Mizkif and all of them, right? He just goes into a bracket. It's like the fucking Pokemon Legends ZH.
I'm surprised he's not suing Tectone.
Jazanthe tournament. He just goes into
Maybe
a
he
bracket,
is.
and he just keeps fighting them. Like he fights Emiru in a 1v1, then Asmon, then the entirety of OTK somehow. I don't know.
That'd be fun, kind of like Street Fighter.
The entirety of Mythic Talent. I don't know.
Right.
How he would pull that off. And then the entirety of
Kind of like Mortal Kombat, like you would go up through the tiers and then get to like the OTK leader. It would be like Asmon.
Gaming Labs, which till this
That'd be
point,
funny.
I still don't even know what the fuck that company is, but somehow he's gonna fight off a whole company again. But if he wins it, he's right. If he loses at any point, he's wrong. Honestly, I think that's a pretty good way to solve this situation. I'm gonna be honest. But no,
He has no ground to
I don't
stand
think
on.
this is gonna go anywhere.
No, it's not going to go anywhere because he has no ground to stand on. The best thing that can happen to him is for this case to be just dismissed. Like, it'd be really funny if they were like, all right, just for the principle of the fact that we want you to fucking learn your lesson, all right, we're going to go ahead with the lawsuit, and you're going to pay all 9 of us individually back our lawyer fees. You're going to pay for our mental anguish, our time that we needed to be here to do this. Like, even though there's no mental anguish, right? They could launch a countersuit because Emmy has a whole bunch of ground to stand on. Like, insane, dude. This guy's fucking nuts if he thinks that he has any chance of winning. Mizkif. Fries in the bag,
All
bud.
this is gonna be is a entire fucking money sink into nothing for 5 years, and like
Yeah.
I said, it's gonna turn out a no contest. I think that's what's gonna happen.
That's all that's going to happen.
Realistically. But hey, who knows? Maybe Mizkif is right. But from what I'm hearing all around, circulating from my fucking head, my inner head canon is saying there's a lot of proof against Mizkif. And
Yeah.
none of these motherfuckers have this proof. Just my guess. Anyways, honestly, bro, Mizkif is just the most.
Like, this was a dumb move. I was watching Asmongold stream because I'm a fan of Asmongold. He tells it like it is. And it's just he said that he had so much stuff that he can't talk about, but that he wants to release. And I feel like if Mizkif is going to sue Asmon and OTK and all of these other companies, that Asmongold, like, tomorrow even might just release. Like, I'm gonna watch Asmon's stream tomorrow just to see what happens. We'll cover what Asmon says or whatever. But yeah, this is gonna be nuts. What a fucking idiot, dude.
Life. Use code THOMO for 10% off your gamer subs at end video. I'll be updating y'all.
What a dumb person. What a dumb person. Let's see. Hits back with a streamer. Lawsuit after being an idiot, dude. I've got a bunch more stuff to cover after this, too. It's exciting.
So it seems like there's been some very big news going on with the whole Emiru and Mizkif case, which we've covered over on this channel a little bit. And I thought, obviously, as I covered everything that's happened, obviously, in the beginning, I thought I would cover the rest of it because, again, there's been a huge update to this, including the fact that Mizkif is now reportedly suing Emiru, Asmongold, OTK, Mythic Talent, and King.
Come on, come on, come on. Push forward.
And this is pretty huge news because a lot of people obviously have been kind of, you know, interacting with this, and the Emiru kind of situation has been a huge topic in the streaming space over the past couple of weeks, ever since she did that stream, and then obviously Mizkif.
Yeah,
did
that
a
was
very
nuts.
quick response, which, to be honest, in my opinion, wasn't really the best. But now, obviously,
Do you know why it wasn't the best? It was because they did a AI analysis of it, and it was like 89% chance of being AI, and like that's a lot of chance, dude.
it seems like he is reportedly suing them. And it goes into
Absolutely
more detail
insane.
here, saying Matthew Mizkif Ronaldo has filed a defamation lawsuit against Emiru and Asmongold. He has also filed a lawsuit against OTK, Mythic Talent, and King Gaming Labs.
Bad idea.
Ronaldo is seeking damages for reputational harm, lost earnings, and emotional distress. Now, obviously, there's one thing to kind of go over here. There is a lot of personal information coming out now, obviously, because this is a real-life lawsuit.
What a snake, right? Like this guy used to be in like really tight with these people. Like he would go on to their streams, he would go on to their podcasts. Asmon didn't really hang out with him in the last couple of years, he said, or in the last year or so or whatever. But I mean, there's no reason for him to do this other than him like just being a psychopath and not being on his meds. That's literally it.
This isn't just internet drama. This is obviously a real thing. Now, as far as I know,
I hope they
obviously,
stream it.
Mizkif's name, Emiru's name, fully known, and people know that. But honestly, I won't go too deep into the actual
I hope they actually stream it. That'd be sweet.
kind of lawsuit stuff itself, because there is a lot of details in there, which obviously I don't really want to share, just in case, obviously, because it is very, very personal, right? And I don't want to harm any of these people. And obviously, yeah, it seems like
What?
the defamation lawsuit is going to be against Emiru and Asmongold, and yeah, he's also going to be filing against OTK, obviously the company that I'm pretty sure he's part owner of, and
Yeah.
also Mythic Talent and other people who have been doing that, which is going to be very interesting over the next couple of days to see exactly what they have done, because again, it's not too obvious exactly why he's doing it. Obviously, maybe with Asmongold,
Because
it's a little bit more
the reason, and we know the reason that he's doing it is because he's probably drunk on drugs, and like obviously this is an alleged. This is what people do when they're tweaked out, right? They're like, okay, I'm making very rash decisions. He wants to watch the whole world burn. He told us already in leaked messages that he's got problems with alcohol and drugs. Like, he's trying to be a better person, but absolute bullshit, dude. Absolute bullshit.
obvious, because he claims that they defamed him, and we've all seen that through the streams and things. Not saying that they did defame him, but we've seen
Never seen evidence
because obviously
of
they
that.
said things about him. Which
Any
obviously,
evidence.
a lot of people are on their side and saying it's true, and yeah, it seems like he is taking it to court, which I think a lot of people kind of expected anyways. They've been saying, one of the biggest names on Twitch is taking legal action against 2 other high-profile streamers and several
No, I like in my opinion, not even one of the biggest names on Twitch. Like maybe during COVID. That was it.
gaming companies. Matthew Ronaldo, known to millions online as Mizkif, has filed a lawsuit in federal court against Emily Shung, also known as Emiru, and Zach, also known as Asmongold, and 3 companies: OTK Media, Mythic Talent, and King Gaming Labs Inc. According to the complaint, most parties involved are based in the Austin area, which obviously, yeah, we know that, everyone is mainly based in Austin, or was based in Austin.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mizkif is now in California, I'm pretty sure. So obviously, yeah, they said they've reached out to the defendants involved in the complaint, and we'll give you an update. It said the lawsuits.
I'm not sure why they all moved out to Austin. I've never really been interested into why, but everybody said that so far that I've heard that Austin is a piece of shit place to live now, and everything's gone up in pricing, and the quality of life there sucks. The environment sucks now. Like they're getting harsh winters and stuff. I don't know. I couldn't imagine living there.
Stems from allegations made by Shunk on during October 24th live stream, where she accused Ronaldo of physiological and domestic abuse, stalking, harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail. Said the filing further alleges that Asmongold repeatedly called Ronaldo an aggressor and abuser, during his own live streams, amplifying
Yeah.
the accusations to millions of viewers. Say Ronaldo claims that these statements are false.
I watched all that live. It was awesome. Sorry, it was not awesome. It was absolutely terrible to listen to Emiru talking about and almost crying and stuff. I think she cried, talking about what she had to go through and stuff like that as part of like the Mizkif Me Too movement. But it was hard to watch, right? And then you had Mizkif come on an hour later and do an AI chat GPT generated apology about how she fucking didn't take care of her rabbits, and there was absolutely no proof of that. He didn't even have, like, he had a picture of a rabbit's cage filled with like shit and mice, and it didn't look taken care of, but there was no rabbits in it. Like, so I'm very, very curious. I think he doesn't know what the legal system is, and I think that the lawyers understand that he doesn't know that, and that he's a retard, and that he probably just doesn't give a fuck, right? They're just gonna take his money. I think that is very, very irresponsible of himself to do it. It's very stupid.
And of course, significant harm to his reputation and career. And I mean, it has.
I don't know why he would do it.
I don't think. I feel like it's one of these things where essentially, you know, hasn't been a lot of proof in terms of exactly what has went on, but you know, the story has been kind of adding up and making sense. And I think it is a lot of people's own personal opinion whether, you know, how much of it is true and how much of it is not. Again, obviously, I'm on the side of Emiru and Asmongold here.
Yeah.
I do think.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you gotta always at least kind of.
Dude, Mizkif has zero integrity. I would not believe anything Mizkif has to say. He's only done, he's only lied. There's no reason to believe this piece of crap, right? Like, this guy has only lied in the past. He's told everybody that he is going to blackmail everybody into doing things. Like, there's so much stuff that you can look at him as being a bad person, and then you look at Emiru and Asmongold and all these other individual people who are just like, we didn't do shit, dude. Like, what are you talking about? Stop taking Adderall. You're a psychopath.
Take both sides into account. I don't feel like, you know, has,
Like,
you know,
gotta-
been, no,
Right?
Mizkif, sorry, has been, you know, doing some kind of stuff. Whether it's to the extent that they're talking about, I don't know. I don't think anybody really knows. But it is very interesting to watch as an outsider, right?
Yeah.
Saying, shortly after the live stream, OTK Media, co-founded by Ronaldo, sent him a termination letter. citing the
wonder-
nature of Emery's allegations.
I'm curious to know if Asmon has to sign, like, and Emiru and everybody else involved have to sign an NDA. I really hope they don't. If they don't, they're going to talk about it, and if they talk about it, it's going to be really funny. Now, you have to take into account that people like if you look at Casey Tron, one of my favorite people because she's so dumb. She's the dumbest streamer online, in my opinion. She just keeps talking and talking and talking about how, maybe not in the last little while, but she was talking about how H3 is like a bunch of weirdos and going on, because H3 had, is suing them for copyright infringement, right? And she's talking about the case openly. And, like, that, if you were being sued, you would not want to talk about the case. Like, you would just want it to be under the wraps and not piss off any kind of jury, because that's going to a jury. I don't think this would go to a jury. I think that this is kind of just Mizkif being really, 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 really dumb, selfish, ignorant, and narcissistic, and letting his ego run out of control, or run his life. Yeah.
and announced it's reclaiming more than 1 million shares of company stock without compensation, which is pretty insane. Obviously, as I'm assuming that is why he is doing it. Obviously, OTK did say over on their page that
It's all about that money, baby.
for all of this kind of stuff, and it wasn't to do with the Emiru allegations.
You know what? I'm sure if he had apologized to everybody and said, like, look, I'm getting help, I'm going to rehab and stuff like that, he, like, just for his mental mind's sake, so that he could actually calm down and, like, learn how to not abuse drugs and stuff like that, because he was on mushrooms all the time, he said, too. I think that he could learn a lot from that, and I think his friends would have got behind his back and been like, yeah, all right, man, like, we believe in you. If you're really committed to this, then you can do it. We believe in you. It's what
But
it's
again,
what I would have
obviously,
done.
That's apparently what he's citing within this lawsuit, which I think is pretty interesting. They say the complaint
I wouldn't have forgiven him, but I would have been like, yeah, we got your back, man. Like, we'll we'll do whatever we can to help you out. Make sure you give more Kazana like. I mean, it's a pretty good channel. He's not. He looks like kind of a weeb, and that's kind of funny. I mean, I'm kind of a weeb myself, but good
assets and that no contractual breaches occurred. Mythic Talent and
good
King
video to
Gamer
listen to.
also claimed breaches and demanded Ronaldo paid over 600,000 to Mythic for management fees. Ronaldo is seeking damages for reputational harm, lost earnings, and emotional distress. The exact amount of monetary damages have not been disclosed. So,
Ugh.
yeah, very, very interesting, because obviously that does also contradict exactly what OTK was saying about this entire stuff, about Mizkif being gone for a while. He's saying that he got a termination letter citing the nature of Emiru's allegations. Maybe he'd left OTK, but the contract was still going on, and that's when they decided to terminate it. Again, it could be a very nuanced kind of situation here, which I think obviously will be discussed going forwards as we find out more to do with this case. Again, lots of people have been talking about it on LSF. I don't
Sorry,
know if
one
LSF, I'm
second.
going to be honest, but they have actually provided some links to obviously the court documents. If you guys want to go look into it into more detail, there is some more writing and stuff. But obviously, this is the main kind of thing here. Obviously, giving you a date and stuff. And obviously, this was filed on November 3rd. So obviously, it's taken them a few days, if not a week or so, to actually get this out. And obviously, yeah, it says complaint. And then we've got Exhibit A, OTK letter, and even more for attachments and extra kind of proof and things. So again, there is kind of things behind that, and obviously now it's been kind of assigned or reassigned to someone to get this all sorted out. Now, obviously, you know, lawsuits sometimes take a very, very long time, and I think that obviously this is going to probably take a very long time, and it probably isn't going to be very public. It's obviously it's going to be public in the terms of, you know, people are going to be digging up these kind of things and trying to find out what's going on, but it probably won't be public in the terms of Asmongold going live.
Sorry,
and
give me
being like,
one
"Hey guys,
second.
This is what's going on in the case," right? I don't think he's going to be too, you know, public about that. Obviously, he might talk about it a little bit, but again, I don't think we're going to get like a play-by-play of exactly what is going on by any of these people.
Friend
until
needed
maybe
some help.
after it's done, right? And they're allowed to say
There we
stuff.
go.
And again, I do think this is a pretty crazy situation. It is literally just dropped, and a lot of people.
It's literally one of the dumbest things I've ever seen any streamer do. It's like, I don't know. How do you describe it? It's probably one of the most egocentrical things I've ever seen in my entire life.
You know, are gonna be.
It's
very, very
all,
interested in-
everything is all about Mizkif.
exactly is going to be discovered here. They said discovery is going to be nuts, sheesh. And obviously, yeah, I think that, you know, a lot of people are going to find out more information about streamers, not just Mizkif, not just Asmongold, not just Emiru. Streamers in Austin, streamers just in general, you know, with information, whether it is to do with any of these people or whether it's to do with outside of this. It seems like
I really hope nobody gets doxxed or anything like that. Like, this is going, people are really going to look into this, and, yeah.
honestly, the nukes are now dropping in terms of all of this kind of stuff. And yeah, it's pretty insane. And I feel like there's going to be more coming out now that this lawsuit is out, right? It said doesn't defamation only work if there's lies, and if they're not, then doesn't this case just force more things to light? This will be good. And obviously, yeah, that is kind of true there. Obviously, yes, you know, defamation, obviously they're saying it's false statements of fact that hurt someone's reputation. Since the defendant will be considered public figures, the hardest aspect of the case for this will be Mizkif to prove that the defendants acted with malice. And obviously, yeah,
It's really, really, really gonna have a hard time proving that Emiru and Asmongold acted in malice when we've seen the videos of Emiru just kind of like hitting Mizkif with a plushie in like a fun way that they're like, she was like, it was almost like she was flirting with them, right? She wouldn't have done with that with anybody else unless it was like in a different context, I suppose. But yeah, come on. Here, one second. One second.
Big kind of case
I gotta
that
help
we
a
can
friend.
bring up whenever it comes to defamation and other kind of in other court cases and stuff, right? Is the fact that it is very hard to win a defamation case. A lot of people say that it's very hard, at least from what I've heard. Again, obviously, you know, sometimes if you do have a lot of evidence and proof, then yes, you will win it pretty easily. But again, you got to, you know, prove things such as you know, things like it's affected your reputation, and also like whether it caused malice and things. Obviously, I'm not a lawyer, so I can't tell you exactly, you know, exactly what you know, he needs to prove and not prove. But I have heard, obviously, it is a little bit more difficult, and you've got to fill some requirements out to even be able to win a case like this. So again, he seems pretty confident this is going to happen, and I mean, if he's that confident, then maybe there's some crazy stuff that is going to drop. I don't know. It said begun the stream was have as a discovery, and that one should be interesting. Does he understand what will come out in discovery? Holy, this is going to get bad. Discovery is going to be she said, oh boy, the drama YouTube is going to be eating good. I am eating good. That he knows Discovery is going to rip him to shreds, right? Said, but your honor, she threw plushies. And obviously, yeah, people making jokes about that too. I even made a joke over my Twitter about that, saying like, hey, you know, he's gonna argue the fact that she threw plushies at him, soft, you know, you know, like made out of cotton or whatever kind of plushies at him, whereas he was chucking phones and stuff at her, which apparently is what, you know, Emery said in her stream. But yeah, I think honestly, this might actually be a good thing. It might be a good thing in terms of it's really going to let us know who is in the right and wrong here. And obviously, we know that not every court case is like the be-all and end-all of truth and, you know, false things. We know a lot of court cases end up, you know, somehow going the other way and not being kind of truthful at all. And it just happens to be like that, right? But I do think obviously it's going to reveal a lot more information that people can use for themselves to obviously decide whether they think Mizkif or Emiru or whoever is in the right or is in the wrong here, and then they can, you know, actually make a full, like, informed decision on whether, you know, they should keep supporting them or whatever, or who they think is in the right or whatever. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's going to open up a lot.
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry for having to leave there. I had to help one of my neighbors. He couldn't figure out how to take his like, he scanned a code for the McDonald's like Monopoly thing, and he couldn't figure out how to claim the prize, and then I did it for him, and there was no prize, so he's just really confused. And I was like, all right, well, just message them. Like, at the end of the day, just message them. Excuse me. What time is it? Is 1:02. Alright. So, 1 dash 2. Alright, so 102. Alright, so let's check out a couple other things. I still can't believe that. What a dumb. What a dumb person. here.